my dear students, how are you? This is teacher Mario, and today, April 29th, 2020, I welcome you to your next class. Grupo de cuarto A, les doy la más cordial bienvenida, como siempre, hoy día 29 de abril. Vamos a comenzar, and let's begin with the vocabulary, alrighty? What else? So, for this vocabulary, you will have to, as usual, just pay a lot of attention. Remember that this vocabulary can be part of your quiz. Also, the sentences, you have to repeat them. Some of them are long, algunas están larguitas. No importa si tienen que regresarlo y volver a intentarlo así sucesivamente hasta que quede, okay? The first one is typing machine. I used to have a typing machine. School uniform. I used to wear a uniform. Skateboard. I used to go skate on my skateboard. Skates. I used to have skates. In the past, remember. MP3 player. I used to listen to my favorite music on my MP3 player. Cell phone. Well, no, because everybody has a cell phone, so that is not like past, so just cell phone, okay? Then, as for the vocabulary activity, you just have to post on the Google Classroom one of these. Pregúntenle a sus papás, o a su mamá o a su papá, o a quien tengan ahí, cuál de esos utilizaban y vamos a postearlo en Google, ¿ok? Esta es nada más una actividad de vocabulario muy simple, no es parte de la calificación de hoy, pero quiero escuchar. Lo tienen que postear en inglés, obviamente.
Very well. So now let's see how much of this you got. Now go for your student's book and open it to page 102. There you will have the audio included in the video. And you just have to check if it is used to or cross if it is didn't used to. Ok, vamos a ir básicamente a abrir el libro en la página 102 y van a escuchar una entrevista de una niña a su abue acerca de las rutinas que tenía su abuela, ok. Then, on this interview that she makes to her grandma, please check if she says, I used to do this, check it. If she says that was not true, cross it, alrighty? So, I am going to play the track right now. Pay a lot of attention.
Track 72. Read, listen, and mark.
Are you ready for the interview, Grandma?
Yes, I am. But don't ask any difficult questions.
Don't worry, I won't. Okay, when you were a girl, did you used to play computer games?
No, I didn't. Nobody had computers back then.
No computers? So how did you do your homework?
I used to do it with a pen in my notebook, or sometimes used to do it on a typewriter.
And what did you use to do in the evening?
I used to read a lot because we didn't used to have a television. I used to love reading comics.
Did you used to call your friends a lot?
Not much, no. We didn't used to have cell phones, you see. I sometimes used to make calls on the phone at home, but not often. And there were payphones on the street, but I never used to use them.
How did you used to listen to music?
We used to listen to the radio or to a record player. We didn't used to have MP3 players, so we couldn't listen to music everywhere. We had to sit in the living room at home.
Did you used to go skateboarding?
No, I didn't. There weren't any skateboards when I was a girl. But I used to go roller skating in the park. That was great fun.
That was great, Grandma. Thanks.
Okay. Shall we go and get an ice cream now?
Yes, please.
Track 72. Read, listen, and mark.
Are you ready for the interview, Grandma?
Yes, I am. But don't ask any difficult questions.
Don't worry, I won't. Okay, when you were a girl, did you used to play computer games?
No, I didn't. Nobody had computers back then.
No computers? So how did you do your homework?
I used to do it with a pen in my notebook, or sometimes used to do it on a typewriter.
And what did you use to do in the evening?
I used to read a lot because we didn't used to have a television. I used to love reading comics.
Did you used to call your friends a lot?
Not much, no. We didn't used to have cell phones, you see. I sometimes used to make calls on the phone at home, but not often. And there were payphones on the street, but I never used to use them.
How did you used to listen to music?
We used to listen to the radio or to a record player. We didn't used to have MP3 players, so we couldn't listen to music everywhere. We had to sit in the living room at home.
Did you used to go skateboarding?
No, I didn't. There weren't any skateboards when I was a girl. But I used to go roller skating in the park. That was great fun.
That was great, Grandma. Thanks.
Okay. Shall we go and get an ice cream now?
Yes, please.
So, was it hard? Well, don't worry, remember that you can listen to it again. Si estaba muy difícil, recuerden que lo pueden escuchar de nuevo. Y ahora vamos a checar el grammar. Alright, the formula. Yesterday we checked the formula for used to in affirmatives. Well, since used to is a past, is like a modal for past, it follows the structure of the past simple. This means that you have to use exactly the same rules.
For example, we have here the formula subject plus didn't used to plus verb plus the rest, of course. And it says, I didn't used to skate when I was a child. Y dice, no solía patinar cuando era niño. ¿Okay? Recuerden que el didn't más un used to es el solía, es el verbo soler. Pero en este caso, si lo vamos a poner en negativo, no le pongan el verbo en pasado como en el afirmativo. Porque el didn't ya funge como el pasado. No pueden repetir pasado. ¿Okay? Lo mismo va a hacer para las preguntas. And it is going to be pretty much the same for the questions. Alrighty? So this means that the questions with used to follow the same structure as the questions with this simple past. And here we have it. Y lo tenemos aquí. The formula would be did plus subject plus used to plus verb. And we have the example. Did you used to skate when you were a child? Okay. Did you used to skate when you were a child? ¿Solías patinar cuando eras niño? And the short answers follow the same structure as the short answers for the past. Y las respuestas cortas pues van igual que las respuestas cortas para el pasado simple que ya hemos visto. Yes I did or no I didn't. Vale, entonces es una estructura muy simple, es cuestión de acostumbrarse a esta estructura y recordar que no pueden decir didn't used to. No pueden utilizar did you use it to play it or did you use to skate it. No, eso no se puede, ok. So now we have the activities. And for this we will require the workbook. So take out your workbook and go to page 95. This is divided into two activities, okay? So we have two workbook activities. Workbook activity number 1. And there we have the instructions. In section 1, set used to plus a verb and use the opposite for didn't used to plus verb. Okay, that sounds a bit confusing, But don't worry because the teacher will explain this to you in detail. No se preocupen porque ahorita el profesor les explica bien en detalle, ¿ok? Entonces van a tener estas actividades en las que encontrarán unas fotitos dobles. En una, básicamente tienes el opuesto de la otra. Entonces en la primera, por ejemplo, tenemos a Benjamin, que en una tiene mucho cabello, y en la otra está calvito. Entonces ahí viene el ejemplo. Dice, Benjamin used to have long hair. He didn't used to use bald. ¿Qué significa? Que Benjamin solía tener el cabello largo y no solía usarlo pues así rapado o pelón, por así decirlo. Que de hecho bald es más bien significa calvo. Y así tendrían que proseguir con las demás, ¿ok? Recuerden que no necesariamente tienen que utilizar el mismo verbo. Por ejemplo, didn't used to have long hair and he didn't used to be bald or to use it bald. So then use one of the verbs, use your imagination and imagine the verb that best fits. Entonces tienen que usar su imaginación e imaginarse el verbo que quede. Son verbos que ya hemos visto. Perfecto. Si tienen problemas, pues entonces ahí es donde está el chat. ¿Vale? Alrighty. Then for the next activity in the section 2, you just have to unscramble the questions and give your own answers. Unscramble is to put the words in order. Significa que van a poner las palabras en orden. La primera ya se las di. Entonces tienen ahí todas entre paréntesis y ya las acomodé. Si las acomodas queda como Did you used to wear a school uniform? Y después tienen que poner la respuesta que es correcta para ustedes. Yes, I did. I used to wear a blue uniform. Or no, I didn't. I used to wear normal clothes. ¿Ok? Dependiendo de ustedes. En este caso la mía es que yo sí solía usar un uniforme azul. Y básicamente es lo que tienen que hacer para la 2 y para la 3. That is basically what you have to do in numbers 2 and number 3. I won't give you more because I would be doing your homework. Ya no les ayudaría con 2 y 3 porque ya sería hacerles básicamente la tarea. And speaking of which, y hablando de eso, the homework. In the homework, you will have to pay a lot of attention to this because you have to send me an audio track. Okay, you have to record and you have to send me this recording in order to set it as homework. Tienen que utilizar estas tres, van a grabar un audio y me lo van a mandar. Ok. For example, por ejemplo, ya tengo las tres. Voy a mandar en un solo audio las tres preguntas. Entonces yo voy a decir, nada más la respuesta, obviamente. I used to wear a blue uniform. Después dejo un espacio, digo mi respuesta de la segunda, dejo un espacio y digo mi respuesta de la tercera. Todo con un inglés británico excelente. Nada, no es cierto, cualquiera. Pero tiene que estar bien dicho, ¿ok? Pongan todas sus ganas ahí. Perfecto.
And well, without anything else to say, I just want to thank you very much. It was a pleasure being with you. Remember that we have opened the WhatsApp chat, also the classroom for comments, for everything. Here at your disposal, always trying to help. Estamos aquí, recuerden, con lo que es el chat de WhatsApp. También tenemos los comentarios de Google Classroom, cualquiera de las dos. Estoy al pendiente, trato de leerlos lo antes posible, trato de responderles a la brevedad. Muchísimas gracias. And kids, see you tomorrow for your class. So have an excellent day and take care. Goodbye.